So I feel like I'm a spoiled kid on Christmas, right? So the mod author watches my videos and he added these two things that are in my inventory. Well, the entire mod that adds these two things. So we can make this a whole lot better and faster and gooder. So let's go do it right now. Also, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mod Minecraft Cave Factory thingy doodle. So I'm super excited because we can make this a whole lot better and not have to use netherite spikes or sit here and collect XP and everything. So last episode, we had a problem with Enderman teleporting. Well, this mod solves it. It has an Ender inhibitor, which we can create like right now. If we have an Eye of Ender, which we don't. In a moment, we shall have one like that and like that. We have an Ender inhibitor. We can toss that like this and then click it or click off of it and it's on and off. So, turn on my magnet. It doesn't work because of the demagnetization thing, but down here, this probably collected my glass. I think we can just put it like somewhere underneath here and it's gonna work. I don't know what the range is. It says up to 8 blocks away, can be attached to any side of solid blocks, right click to deactivate or activate. So we can stick it right here. Also, we have mob fans, right? We don't need create anymore. Even though create is really nice and cool looking and everything, but mob fans are just going to be easier to turn on and off, and we're not going to need to do the whole thing with the thing and the water and everything. We can even, another thing, you know how we're covering this blessed earth and cursed earth things with water to turn it on and off? This has dreadful dirt, which spawns more hostile mobs and will turn off on a light level of 10 and above. And this, the lightful dirt, will stop on light level below 10. It's going to stop creature mob spawns. So we need to give it light and then turn it off to turn it off. And this we need to give it light to turn it off and no light to turn it on. So it makes the concept of these two farms kind of wonky, but we're going to see if we can do some creative lighting in the corner or the walls or whatever to turn it on and off. Possibly maybe some sort of wall in between. We can do that. Maybe. So instead of using create fans, we're going to use these super duper mob fans from mob grinding utils, which when you click show area, it does push this far and that's it. So you have to give it a redstone signal, but then it will push. And there's 3 upgrades. So we can do width, which we will do 2, 3, to cover the area width-wise, and then we're gonna do 2 height, which is gonna cover everything in height, and then we're gonna do, I believe, 5 distance, right? So it's gonna cover 1 block over directly to the mob masher, so it's gonna push everybody over to this block, okay? And then over here, I have 2 more, and that one over there is configured the same way. And these 2 just have a height modifier of 2, so they're going to push everything in this height over directly to the mob masher, so mobs will come over here and then get pushed over here and then get murderized on this guy. And speaking of this guy, this counts as mob player kills, or player kills for mobs, I should say, and it has a whole bunch of upgrades. So if we look at mob grinding utils here, you can see the upgrades. We have absorption radius, which is for the absorption hopper, which is what we'll use to collect items, I think, instead of the other one, because this will like collect XP. Or we can use the other one to collect items because we have demagnetization things, and we can use this one just to collect XP. Yeah, that could be a neat thing. Okay, so it has upgrades as Bane of Arthropods, Beheading, Fire Aspect, Looting, Sharpness, and Smite. And it's kind of nice that we ran the farm a little bit because we can easily do 10 of these. And I may have created way too many mob fan upgrades, but it doesn't matter. We're going to have infinite resources at some point anyway. So this one is going to be the most difficult with iron helmets. So we need to create a bunch of these and then make it into the thing. And we also need golden helmets, which I have retextured as crowns from the modpack. Modpack? Research pack. That's the one. I made 10 beheading ones, and then we need to make the fire aspect. Actually, we're not gonna make fire aspect. Well, we have a bunch of flint and steels now that are gonna be forever in the system. Because if I make fire aspect, I mean, Enderman won't be able to teleport because of the Enderman inhibitor. So I guess we could make fire aspect to kill the mobs faster. We can try it at least. So a bunch more flint and steels needed. There we go, 10 fire aspect upgrades, and then looting is super simple. It's just blue dye, which we have, and then sharpness is going to be iron swords. So again, I have to make a bunch of these, and then we'll have all of the upgrades that we need, except for the smite, which is going to be rotten flesh, which we can just do 10 of these, like so, and that should be good. And now that we have all of the upgrades, we can toss them in, and I think it stacks to 10, right? I recall that much. I can try it with more, but I think it's to 10. Well, we can do, I think it even says max of 10, 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 max of 10. Okay, I remembered correctly. Good. So that is going to do its thing. We just need to give it a redstone signal. And I installed a zoom mod, but I don't have the mob options in here. So actually, it could be in controls, right? Well, I quit my world. Whoops. Let me check the controls. We now have the ability to zoom, and I'm totally going to press it because I put it on the same key that I had my crafting grid, which was on C, which is now zoom, and then I have V to open my crafting grid. So my brain is going to have to get used to that. But let's continue where we left off a moment ago. So last episode, we added these buttons, right? And we click them and it's going to turn it on and off. So you can see that fan has now turned on, but we need to turn on these two fans as well for each of the farms. So I want to have kind of like a both system. Oh, can you get me behind there, please? Thank you, game. Okay. So the Redstone Receiver, you can just right click on another one and it's going to set the same channel. So I set this to channel 1. And if we grab our smart wrench, we can flip this the right way, and then we're going to add a red alloy wire, and we're going to go all the way over here to this side, and we're going to add another receiver, but this needs to be on another channel. So it needs to be on the same channel as this guy right here. So if we break into the back, we can get 2 redstone receivers, like so. Click them on here, channel set to 2. We're going to go downstairs, channel 2 and channel 1, right? Like so. Actually, not the channel 1 here, but the channel 2. And we're going to go like so. Flip it. Boom. So that's going to turn on that fan. And now all I need to do is hook it up to the other one. So we're going to have both of these on these sides. So if I grab the channel 2, we should have that one here as well. So that's going to... Oh, do you not connect to both? That's weird. Okay, so this works. They just have to be on the side and then they connect to one. It's so weird. If it's facing upwards, right? It connects weird. I don't understand. It didn't connect before and now it does, and it's so weird and wonky, but this works. It's gonna be fine. It doesn't matter. So, okay, that's good. Right. So the mob masher in the middle, we can also turn on and off. So what I will do is, for the moment, we're just gonna pick up this ender chest, and down here we're gonna have the mob masher right there in the middle. So what we can do is we can put a receiver here on channel 2. And then I'm going to need a channel 1. Are you 1? You're 2, so the other one. There we go. And we can put this guy here. And then we can do red alloy wire going up like that. I hope that'll turn it on. We'll see in a moment. If we flick a switch, it starts spinning. Yay. Okay, cool. So that works. This mob farm is on. And if we flick this switch, that is still working. This isn't working though. Channel 2. Did I forget a wire? Oh, nope. You're just flipped the wrong way. Okay, cool. It's going to work. It's going to be fine. Anyway, so the fanning works. Now I replaced the dirt or the blessed and cursed earth for regular dirt for the moment, because if we want to make this, I believe we need to get this feed and feed it to a chicken, and then it's going to create a rotten egg, and this is going to create a golden egg, which I think we have everything. We just need fluid XP buckets. So I think we can get that by doing this, the XP drain singularity tank thingy, right? If we make it in a moment. Ah, I set up a recipe for Eyes of Ender. Give me a stack, please. Thank you. And a singularity tank. Boom. 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 If we sit on here, I think we poop out XP. Yep. Okay, it fills up. So we'll just sit here, get a couple of buckets of XP, and that should be good. I've already made the cursed chicken feed, and we can make the nutritious chicken feed. And we can also get... Can we not get mob eggs with this mod? Because you use the mob swab to collect the DNA, right? And then you turn the mob swab with some seeds and some XP into feed for chickens, and then you get the mob egg. So that way we could get different mob eggs for different mobs, and we could, instead of running the general farm, we can make spawners for each thing. But that'll be in the future, I think. But for the moment, I just want mob drops. Okay, I got distracted by shiny thing. Anyway, we need 2 chickens, so I believe we're gonna need some bone meal. And I believe some water. Can we bone meal this grass even? We cannot. Grass. We have 1 piece. Okay, we need to make a chicken spawning area somewhere. Possibly way up top at power, because we have space. Where we have this. Okay. I was sitting here waiting for grass to grow, and I remembered we have pasture seeds from Botania, which the recipe is just a bit of grass tossed in a mana pool, so we can easily get a full field of grass, which we can then bone meal to get a bunch of flowery bits, and we're gonna put in a water bucket like this, and then we're gonna craft ourselves some bait for chickens, which I believe is this one. Boom, boom. Give me chicken bait. It can do its thing. We'll move out of the way in somewhere in a corner, and we're gonna wait for chickens to spawn. I wanna try this mob swap thing. So if do I right click on you? Mob swap, use on mobs. Can I not collect chicken oh, right click, chicken DNA. Minecraft chicken DNA, okay. So if I then craft this with an experience bucket that I don't have, now that I have some buckets, we can grab some GM chicken feed, and I think this should get me a chicken egg, right? Or a chicken spawn egg, right? Yeah, chicken spawn egg, and it does the whole Durkosto thing. Okay, let's go far away for the other chicken to spawn, because we can. And we have spawners, right? So let's grab just a regular old blaze spawner. We're not even gonna wait for this chicken. We're gonna break all of this. I think they require grass to spawn. I'm not sure. Maybe they just spawn anywhere. We're gonna pick this up. Put the spawner right here in the middle. Oop. And then we're gonna do that. Chickens. And I think light level shouldn't matter. Right? I hope. This thing. Oh yeah, chickens. We have chickens now. So we can do this. Do it your thing. Give me a rotten egg. And then we're gonna have to wait for another chicken to spawn. And we can make this faster if we wanted to. Okay, I tested it with darkness. It doesn't work. They need light to spawn, because as soon as I placed that light source, we got a chicken spawning. So we have now a golden egg. Awesome, cool. So I also added a comparator so we can turn this on and off. And basically we have infinite chickens at any point, at any time that we need for more spawn eggs of sorts that we would need. We don't need this chicken bait, and that's pretty much cool. So the next thing that I need to play around with is not jump into my mob farm and die. And I keep dying here, right? And I think what we need is we need a staff of traveling that is gonna be here in an item frame or something, or somehow that I can keep it. So if I go here and we do travel. Can I make another staff of traveling, please? Thank you. So that we could get outside. And then we can possibly not jump in. Turn everything off. Oh, we can just travel over. And get our gravestone. But at least we get our player head. It seems that one lamp in the floor is gonna work. I wanted to use like these inverted white cage lamps and white cage lamps, but a redstone lamp in the floor is just gonna be fine. It's flat with the floor and it's gonna look best, I think. So all I need to do now is wire this properly. One has to be inverted and one has to be regular, so let's just hook it up. The cursed earth is complete. It's just a redstone torch flip thing like that. So it's gonna turn on and off. And this guy is gonna be super simple on the other side because let's firstly turn this off so we don't get yeeted into the mob grinder anymore. Again, I should say. So down here, we're just gonna have, I believe, a wire and then the signal 1 thing. So we have that over there. We'll put this right over here like so. And I believe that should work. And if we click it, it's gonna turn on, click it off, it's gonna turn off. So one thing I don't know is if this spreads, right? So what we'll do is we will try and click it here. Ooh, why are you spawning mobs? I have a lamp. Oh, it might have spawned mobs in before it noticed. Okay, right now it's not spawning mobs, right? Okay, so let's add in some glass here in the middle and see if that's gonna work and spread. If not, we're gonna go spawn a few more chickens and do like maybe a couple more of these. I read this wrong. So this light level of 10 and above stops hostile mob spawns. So I must get in there again and face the wrath of the Enderman and the skeleton. But this probably doesn't have light level. If we press F3, find light, 8. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna need a couple of redstone lamps. So 3 redstone lamps is what we're gonna need. And now they're hooked up like that and like that. And we can now get a bunch of rotten eggs so we can convert everything into the thing. And the way we have it connected is just a receiver here with a torch and then it lights up everything. So on this side, I believe we're gonna need the same thing. I got 4 eggs each. So we can do that, that, and then this, and this. And that should be the blessed other thing. Also, I think we're gonna recolor the rooms purple and greenish because it's gonna match the thing. So that, and this. Okay. So we have that set up. Now we need to set up collection. So that is gonna go right. Oop. It's gonna break the redstone. Well, it's gonna go right here. And then we're gonna do the collector thing. This guy. And then we need to make an absorption hopper, which is as simple as a hopper, a couple of obsidian, and a bit of that. And if I place this here in the middle, or on top of this, are you gonna break the redstone? You are. Okay. That's poopy, but it is what it is. Okay, so in here apparently we have a flywheel and a rotation speed controller. So if we put this guy right here, I mean, to be honest, we don't need this, right? If I'm being really honest. So what we can have is just the absorption hopper here, and it's gonna collect everything, and then we can extract items directly here, filter them into a trash can, what we don't need, or a chest or something, and then into a trash can, and then we can put them in the ender chest, right? And you may be wondering what this monstrosity is while I was walking past it a couple of times. Well, this is XNet, and trying to figure out what we can filter and what we cannot. So just ignore that. It really doesn't work properly because I haven't really tested it. But here we have a filter with the ultimate pipe upgrade, and we're filtering out bows, leather items, gold items, and some chain items, and a shovel, and charm fragments and stuff like that. So that all goes into this chest. And then here we're trashing everything that is leather, gold, chain, saddles, iron shovels, and I'm keeping the bows because we do have a super bow now. It has shotgun 7, power 4, tombstone soulbound, breaking 3, punch 2, and flame. So the shotgun is the most important one. You shoot an arrow and it shoots 7 arrows, I think, which does 7 times the damage. So we pretty much can insta-kill any mob with this. And this is going to help with the Twilight Forest so much. Which I'm still planning to do in this episode. But this has taken a bit longer than I anticipated. But let's test. Actually, before we do that, let's go down here. Let's grab a pipe. Like so. And I have made a bunch of these pipe upgrades in between episodes, so we can just toss one in here. And we can do... Actually, we don't even need to. We're going to do up item. Right? Like that. Hold on. Actually, no. We're going to do items right here. So that is south. Okay. And we're going to do east fluid. Oh, that's not... I need north fluid. Right? And do I have any more of those unstable tanks? Unstable drums things? Fluid air, cool. So that's going to hold our XP, which is pretty much almost infinite amount. But if we now go up here, let's turn this on and see if it works. Turn it on. Cows. We need demagnetization things, but... Ooh. Why do those not push? That's an issue. They go further than I want them to. Okay, so I mean, if I turn this on, it's gonna do its thing, right? Everything's gonna get murderized. It's weird. So it's kind of sort of working. Also, one thing that I didn't realize is we're gonna get cooked food, right? And we're getting like skeleton skulls, which we didn't do before, so we can toss those in. But cooked food, and I'm having raw food in here. So what we can add is just cooked food over here on the side, because we have what, 4 things that are cooked. So we can add 4 on the side, 4 on the side, 3 in the middle. That's gonna work. There we go. I have everything in the drawers set up, but what it's kind of doing here is sometimes the fans will push like this. Yeah, you can see? It's trying to kill the zombie, but it's not gonna kill the zombie because the fans are pushing him the same way, I guess. Which eventually he's gonna die because he's gonna get pushed by other mobs. And I don't think he's interfering with spawns of other things. Also, we might have a bit of a lighting issue here. I don't know if we're spawning mobs in here. If I hop in there, I don't think I should die because creepers shouldn't explode because I have the trinkets for it. Also, I got the horseshoe trinket a while ago, or this like half an hour ago, which I can step 1 block height without the need of jumping. It's a thing that we already have from our horseshoe balloon. But I wanted to say is that we have the creeper one, which creepers targeting you will not spawn an explosion. But I don't know how to sort this. I mean, you know what we could do? We could put vector plates in the middle, right? Ooh, another issue. We need fans to be separate or last a little bit longer. Right. Okay, hold on. Perfect timing. Let's test her bow. Okay, that's insane. Can I kill that Enderman? Nope, he's gonna teleport. Okay, so one thing that we're gonna add is the ender inhibitor downstairs, but here in the middle, we're just gonna put in a vector plate like this and like this. And we then don't necessarily need the fans because everything's gonna get pushed in the middle. And in here, I've been saving some bows. We have shotgun 6, shotgun 4, shotgun 5. So if we do shotgun 5 and this one, we combine it to shotgun 6. And then we can combine this guy for 64 levels. We get power 4, shotgun 7. And we can combine this with our bow for 121 levels. Which, maybe the other way around. 137, but we can. 121 levels. So, is there not a XP to tap, right? Attach it to a side of a tank. This is a side of a tank. Awesome. We can sit here, absorb XP from here. And eventually, we're gonna have 121 levels. Also, this guy. Turn it on. So we don't get Endermen around the base. I just came back. We have 124 levels and a mess. So we're gonna turn the farms off for the moment. Like so. And I need to just clear out a bunch of bows from in here because this entire chest is full of random things. So yeah, I'll filter through the bows, pick out what we need, and be done with it. And we can also combine our two bows because we have 124 levels. So we can get shotgun 8, I think, power 5, and everything else. And the anvil's gonna go. But that is an insane bow now. Plus I have more shotgun bows that we could potentially... Well, we can't because this is gonna get shotgun 6 and then that's gonna get shotgun 7 and you would need more of these. So you know what? I think it's good. I decided to go back to the Blessed and Cursed Earth because first of all it matches the farm design and we don't have to change it. Plus the other thing is the Delightful Dirt, the green one, starts spawning grass and flowers and then it stops spawning mobs after a while. So I would assume you would have to flush it with water every so often to get it working again, which is just more work than it needs to be. But this, with the other Cursed and Blessed Earths, works, and it's looking good. I still don't know why the demagnetization thing doesn't demagnetize XP, so we can just turn off the magnet, and it does work. And it does its thing. And I put vector plates in the middle instead of fans because it's easier that way. Plus I think actually that this cursed farm spawns more different types of mobs. It spawns the stonelings and the turtles, which are apparently hostile mobs or something, even though I don't think they are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It works. It does a whole lot of mob killing and we're getting a whole lot of mob resources. We have a little bit of an issue. This guy only transfers one item at a time, so this is not going to be really well. So we're going to add a pipe in here from the pipes mod. We're going to grab an ultimate pipe upgrade and a universal pipe. Just going to toss it in here and then grab our pipe wrench. And we can, I believe, wrench here and then do this. And that's going to clean up everything and it's going to collect everything. So that's going to be easier, I think. As far as permanent item sorting, I just made two pretty much identical filters here, filtering everything out, and we have a blacklist mode to extract everything else into here that can be stored in the drawers, and then here we're just whitelist everything, and I have a lever just so we can turn it on and off if we need to add anything to the filter, and then here in the drum we have XP, and we can just open it and sit here and collect XP if we need to. And that's pretty much it. Now that we have completed the mob farm, we can remove it from our to-do list, which is wonderful, and slowly but surely this thing will get clear of things that we need to do. Plus, please leave me suggestions down below if you have anything that you want to see me build, that you want to build in your world but don't know how to. Just let me know down below. I'd love to hear your feedback or if you want to learn something. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am really hoping you enjoyed today's episode and building the mob farm and everything. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button. You can also subscribe to get notified of when new videos go live. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.